Hi, everybody. Welcome to the QB School. I'm JT O'Sullivan. Today, Derek Carr, the Raiders, big win over the Chiefs. We're breaking it down, all the big plays. How did they do it? Let's get it started. Welcome to the QB School. All right, Carr and the Raiders taking down the Chiefs, beating them at their own game. Big plays down the field. First one up down here is going to be just a go in and out versus what I'm going to call quarters or palms or potentially two read. Great job by Carr being able to see it, take advantage of some underwhelming safety play. But this is just a going up, making a play too from Ruggs. Combination of vision, aggressiveness, able to deliver the ball accurately down the field, give his guy a shot to make a play, and that's a big-time play. And what I mean by palms, quarters, to read, however you want to say it, this idea being that it's split field coverage, middle field open, and that safety's trying to play games down here to the bottom to this bunch. So right here, when he runs out of this thing, I can't tell if they're playing quarters, two palms, or read, and really palms and read are the same thing, where it's kind of this corner is reading the release of number two. If he sees number two come out, then he'll kind of squat on this thing and make the safety get out to number one on a vertical. To me, it looks like this safety is playing more quartersy as opposed to potentially half fieldy. So lots of ease there. But at the end of the day, it's a great job by Carr basically being able to watch this corner, try to thread two here, come off of it, and go take advantage of that vertical down the field. I've got some Ruggs making plays down the field, vertically stretching them. Watch that corner. Again, he's just kind of tweening that thing. That safety down here to the boundary, to me, is not playing half field. Is playing more quarters, splitting the difference between the numbers and the hash. But again, that corner is going to try to sit on that route, try to play two, give your guy a shot, and then you got to go up and make a play. Take advantage of some underwhelming safety play all day. Watch 27, though. Again, pretty tight. Run out of it. Nice job from the pass pro unit the majority of the day, giving him a shot to make some of these plays down the field. And that's just a big-time shot. Great vision, being able to see it. Now we got a 3rd and 1. This is the interception. Really pay attention to the corner up top. He does a great job doing a baseball turn, comes out of nowhere, spins into this thing, takes advantage of a high throw. I think Waller kind of goes a little flat at the very end. Love seeing Carr come out of the woodwork and make a tackle 5 yards out of bounds. Again, this is just a little over. Love the aggressiveness of the play call. When he goes to let this thing go, he thinks that thing is wide open. You know, just the angle of the over from Waller, I thought didn't help it. But really, at the end of the day, this is just a great play from the corner. So 3rd and 1, you're going to try to take advantage of a little play action. Here's that over coming across. I think when he lets it go, and I want to say it's more by like the 50, when he lets this thing go, he thinks he's going to be on this type of path. And right when he lets it go, he kind of comes in and flattens it off. Why? Because he feels this corner, who's going what I'm going to guess is like a post here from this wide receiver. He feels this corner run, and then this corner peeks out and sees this over. And they do what I think I have a whole video on, invert replace. But this idea being that this corner, this safety now, takes over the post. And this corner is able to follow the post and then baseball spin off of it, which is pretty hard to do, and fall into a high throw. So really it's this ability to come out of here, baseball turn out of it, and make this play that makes this thing happen. When he goes to throw this thing, I think he thinks it's going to be wide open. I don't think he even sees the corner. So really just a great job. Again, that's just a ridiculous baseball turn. Great job of replacing him. Again, see if I can slow it down exactly where Carr lets this thing go. Again, that corner hasn't even started the baseball turn. Again, he's throwing that thing to me like there's going to be nobody over there. He's going to throw it to the 45. Well, when that corner spins out of it, Waller flattens it, and now it looks like it's a terrible throw. Either way, outstanding effort here on the finish. Going harder than anybody else on offense. Go make a tackle into the photographer. Again, from the back end, you can see the over come across. You can see 32 jump. There it is. just a combination of things, but more than anything else, just an outstanding play from that corner, being able to see that baseball turn out of it and make a play on the ball. So it wasn't all great, but it was a lot great. And it was a combination for me of concepts, taking advantage of coverages, some poor back end play from the Chiefs. Again, we're shifting, we're motioning, we're running them across, we're getting basically what I think probably shouldn't work as good as it works right here. I mean, this is just an over and a post, and you just don't see this type of hookup very often. Over from the top of the screen, a post from the bottom. Again, all day to throw, and that's just simply too much space. Whether it's a back end missed assignment, whether it's the Raiders just scheming them up. Again, the jet motion. How about the running back there? Whoop. Not the technique we're teaching. But again, that's the space we're teaching. That's the vertical threat. For me, it's a combination here of kind of poor safety play. You'd love some help. Again, we had such a great job from the corner the last time. Now this time you feel like there should be a little bit of the same type of thing. It's not technically an invert replace, but this idea being that when we get this over up here, and this drives this split field coverage safety this way, so now he's going here. This corner is not threatened by anyone. You'd love to see him get depth and be able to go help on this type of route. Because to me, it looks like he's driving. He's terrified that he's going to get cornered here. He's going to get cheated. He's going to get wasped. But instead he comes up, and because this safety has gone with the over, there's nobody back here. So now he comes up here. This guy's terrified that he's probably going to go to the corner, and he comes over here, and now this corner, who you would love to fall back into it, is still trying to basically cover grass as opposed to cover anyone that's even close to going through his zone, helping his buddy. Again, look at the safety down here to the bottom. Outside, just way too much space. Doesn't take anything away from Carr. Great job being able to see it, deliver it down the field. There were a handful of plays in this game where it was a combination for me of scheme, being out of position on the back end, but Carr sees it. Now he's got 8 hitches to be able to see it, but still, this is a great pass pro. Nice job giving him the time to be able to see these types of things develop down the field, but that's simply too much space. Got to find a way to get tighter coverage on the back end from the Chiefs, being exploited all day. Love this concept. Fullback, corner, out the end zone, out the backfield. You never think the fullback or a back is going to go vertical like this on a corner from that location. The DBs are never thinking a vertical threat from that type of number 2. And so when he comes out of the backfield, 45 here, he's going to be on a backer, basically on a quarters coverage, got no chance. Again, don't want to miss him, throw it right at him. Not a perfect throw by any means, but a big-time hookup. And this is a great, just outstanding scheme, play call, design, offensive architecture, all of the above. So again, we're going to get up here, and it's a variation of just scissors. So here, it's going to run with the corner, and the safety is going to go with the post. So really, all you have is this flat defender and this inside curl flat or hook curl defender. When he comes out of it on this corner, there's going to be nobody there. So really, it's just a variation of scissors. But when a back is in this location, offset in the backfield, you almost never think he's going to go vertical. So it's just a great play design. Nice job hooking it up. Great vision. Love the aggressiveness down the field. Again, you can see the flat defender go out with the other back. And that's just tough duty to ask a Mike linebacker to get out there and cover a corner in any type of zone coverage. Big time hookup. Great play call. Again, from the backfield with a Mike against a Mike in the A gap is going to be tough. Don't miss it. Throw it right at him. Nice. So, halftime, if you haven't already and you dig the channel, please subscribe, hit the bell, get the notifications, let you know when we go live, when we put out new content. I appreciate the support for the channel. Then, if you haven't, you're new to the channel, you haven't tried the QB School tool, it is free. It is in the description. Check it out. I appreciate the support. Let's keep the video going. Next one here, touchdown. Well, this could have been a touchdown to about 3 different guys. Waller, love the high back 5 on the end zone up top. Just simply too easy. I can't tell you what the middle field player is doing, but I can't tell you that he won't be doing that for very long. 22. Again, beautiful throw. Excuse me, beautiful throw and catch. Love how jacked up Witten is. Again, the motion here helps to me construct the play, but there's a handful of things here. So the touchdown itself, right here, this post with this type of outside leverage after we get the motion, again, from the wide receiver. So they start in bunch. He motions. Then we have the leverage we want ensured with an outside corner here. Now, for my money, if I'm playing middle field player in the end zone, there's no way I'm getting a post thrown like this, especially to a tight receiver. Down here, I think we get a variation of like a Dino almost. This maybe, but again, he should theoretically be able to play both of these, that middle field player. I think he plays neither of them. For some reason, he's coming downhill over here. This thing is wide open here, and it's probably going to score here too. So 2 posts open versus a middle field player, not for long. Doesn't take anything away from the great action, split flow action, big time throw, high back 5. Again, one more time down here just so you can watch the 15 on the other Dino. So the first post is wide open. Middle field player running out of there. The second post down here to the bottom's probably going to be open too. And the high back 5, top of the Chiefs. Just a really nice job. Quarterback wise, split flow action. Witten coming across. Big time fake. Watch Witten celebrate. You got to love how much he loves ball. Good stuff all the way around. Then this is probably the play of the game. Love it. Verse 0. Middle field player trying to show that it's going to be middle field closed man. He's coming down, probably has the backing coverage and just wide open. And when there's nobody in the middle of the field, where are we going to go? Great job by Carr with someone right in his feet. Just an absolute beautiful dime. Ruggs being able to catch that thing, drop that thing out of a helicopter. Again, the pass pro is far from perfect, but it's definitely good enough. They do a great job communicating at the line of scrimmage too. Again, the old back block probably isn't going to get it done very often. But that is a beautiful dime. Just an absolute strike down the field. Love the fact that he's able to see 0, take advantage of 0. Again, bunch. This looks like middle field closed man to me. They're doing a nice job. Again, man, middle field closed at the snap. Again, bunch dictates that we're going to have most likely outside leverage on the number 1. Comes up here and just get to the post. Well, middle field closed, when he inserts down and doesn't get any sort of depth, theoretically, without knowing the defense they're in, I think he's probably got the back. So then all of a sudden we've got nobody in the middle of the field. So basically he's not there, and we've got a post with outside leverage. Yes, please. It's a great job constructing the play to make sure you get the leverage you want. And that's just big time. Great vision. Again, watch that middle field player. That's the key to the play. There it is. Then we've got the post right where we want them. Big time 3rd and short call. Massive 3rd and short call. Great opportunity to take a shot down the field. You take a shot, though, you got to convert it. Again, look at the little subtle Carr talking to the back, confirming the pass pro. Going over here, you got this, and it's just enough. It's nothing easy about this throw, though. Somebody right at his feet, can't even step into it. Can't get through the throw, doesn't matter. Strike right down the hash. Post down the hash with no middle field player. Thing of beauty. Strike. Big time. This next one, put this on here. It's a cool little route. They're obviously getting Waller the ball all over the place, or trying to. This is a variation of 7 or brackets to me. And when you bust brackets, there's usually a lot of space in the middle of the field. So we'll talk about it, let it play here once, then talk about exactly how they get to this. But this is just straight taking Sorensen to school down here on this little, what I'm going to call a Texas, a fan, little in and out. Just absolutely destroyed. Great job. Way too much space in any sort of man match type of coverage. So bracket world here, basically meaning that they're going to get an opportunity to get 2-on-1 or have a numbers advantage just about everywhere. But you have to pick the right person to get the numbers advantage with. And it depends on a lot of things, whether it's personnel, matchups, releases, whatever it is. But for me, this is probably the most complicated defense you see in the league. Variation of what I'm going to call split field coverage, 7 or brackets. So right here, let's talk about the bottom down here first. So we've got 1, 2, 3 over 2. So they're going to get some sort of cone or 2-on-1, 3 over 2 on all these guys. So right here, comes up and he runs to the corner. So when he comes up, releases inside and gets vertical, he now, in whatever coverage they're in, they have a call for every different type of bracket in the world as far as who's going to get the 2-on-1. These two guys are both on him. So Waller comes out, fakes this little flat, and then comes back into the middle. Well, because this guy is exited with this corner, and this guy's eyes are over here in another bracket, there's nobody in the middle of the field. So that's the first part. So in essence, split field coverage, bracket, they're going to end up bracketing the 1 because he's the first vertical, or the vertical on this concept. Over here, it looks like they're bracketing the number 2 right here. He comes up right here, runs a little in and out. We get locked on number 1 up here on what I think is an out. So you can see it play out both sides. So let's first watch the bracket to the top as far as how it plays out. You can see the double on the number 2, 10, corner's not moving. There he is, double him in and out. Down here to the bottom of the screen, inside release by the number 1. There's the 2-on-1 bracket. Now Waller with that angle route or Texas, Sorensen just assumes he's going to the flat. He's in his hip pocket and just gets turned like a top. And that's why you see all that space in the middle of the field in a man-match situation. Just a great route, great hookup, simply better personnel. But it's a combination of design, read, call, all those things working together to take advantage of what should be the strength of the coverage. As far as getting the personnel 2-on-1 on who you want, I would suggest they get the 2-on-1 on Waller. Obviously, thanks for that, Captain Obvious. This last one is a 3rd and forever. We basically get what I'm used to calling hinges on the outside, a little middle hook, and a post by the number 2. Again, some issues on the back end, to say the least. Simply way too much space, but doesn't take anything away from Carr hooking it up, making it happen. Vision, check the pass pro unit. I mean, way too much time. Love the subtle, just slide to your left, stay lined up, and look at the space. I mean, my goodness, that's way too easy for 3rd and forever. I mean, that's borderline embarrassing on the back end. Concept-wise here, I'm used to calling this 3 buzz week or backer week or 6 backer week, whatever you want coverage-wise. They're showing split field coverage, middle field open. They end up rotating down. He's now into the curl. He's technically should be back to the middle. He technically should be deep third. Concept-wise here, I'm used to calling these hinges up, vertical, and then open inside and fall out. I think it's mirrored routes here. This side, we get a deep hook, and we get this kind of post play here. So theoretically, this play should never be able to hit the post with a middle field player. But for whatever reason, when the number 3 comes up here, hooks up, the rotation player coming down, buzz or backer, coming down here, drives on this hook. For some reason, this safety is now almost outside working this way. And it just creates this massive void on the back end. And so, without being in the safety DB room, no idea what he's doing. But it's a nice job by Carr being able to see it. Great job by the offensive line having enough time to throw it. But these are unicornish type plays, 3rd and forever. Again, I can't look at the safety. I mean, I can't tell you why he starts to turn and shuffle this way as opposed to holding the integrity of the middle of the field. It's not very good by a lot. I mean, that's so much space. Holy moly. Big time. But again, love Carr pocket presence here. It's just that subtle slide to the left, but keep your eyes down the field, ready to throw. Again, it's not a panic. It's not a bolt out of there. Throwing basically across your body. Late down the middle of the field, usually a recipe for disaster, but not with that type of coverage. Big time hookup, great vision, awesome pass pro. So Derek Carr, that's a wrap. Some absolutely great plays down the field. Really impressed with his vision, his accuracy down the field, giving his guys a chance to go up and get a lot of those balls. Also being able to see things post-snap as opposed to pre-snap, kind of having an idea what they were showing, taking advantage of potentially some back-end missed assignments, some poor plays, poor safety play. Doesn't take anything away from Carr's performance. Great job battling back from a tough interception early to give his team a shot and really out Chiefs the Chiefs. So really exciting. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Thanks for hanging to the end. I will see you next time. Have a good one.